Speedway, May 20th in the year 2000. And we're getting ready for the first heat race in the late models. Fine field of late models here from Barberton, Mansfield, along with Midvale. They will be competing later on this evening for 100 laps, 1,500, I believe, going to the winner. We'll be back shortly with the first heat race coming right at you. Dave Watson in car 51. On the outside of him, Dave Wagner in car number 9. Next row back, Ron Daig in car 48. Flanking him on the outside, jumping John Ambrose Jr. Farmer Smith in car 7. AP Random 57 out there. Bob Sidla 83. Ken Cantrell 07. And Don Harvey Jr. in car 12. Taking some hot laps. Okay, a white flag being displayed. Dave Watson in car 51 will bring him in. Dave Wagner on the outside in 9. Top. Here we go. Down to turn 1, out of 2. Dave Wagner. High on the outside, he drifts back. Dave Watson showing the way in car 51. Ron Daig in 48, Farmer Smith in car 7, Dave Wagner in 3rd, and that 4th spot in car 9. Then AP ran in car 24, jumping John Ambrose Jr. AP ran in 57. Don Harvey back here in car 12. Ken Cantrell in the 07 car. Your race leader still Dave Watson in car 51. Ron Daig 2nd, Farmer Smith in 3rd. Dave Wagner 4th. 5th is AP Wren. Jumping John Ambrose, Don Harvey, and Ken Cantrell. Wagner on the outside. White flag is out. Down the message to go one more time. Watson and Daig. 51, 48, 7, 9, 57, 24, 07, and 12.
Number 12 car of Don Harvey.
Gentlemen races weekly at Barberton Motor Speedway. It's a fine job up there on a weekly basis. Your winner, Dave Watson in car 51.
Round of applause for number 51 car, Dave Watson, picking up the heat race.
Okay, moving into the second heat. Ron Jaber Jr. in car 22. Dangerous Daryl Dexter 55. Eric Malloy in 8. Tom Newman in 10. Dan Burton in 1. John Crumrine in the Taylor car tonight in 39. Paul Miller in 54. Bob Gaynor in 11. And Doug Summers in car number 3. Make up your field. Okay, white flag has been displayed. Ron J. Bird Jr., Dangerous, Daryl Dexter in 55 will bring him in. Eric Malloy and Tom Newman in the second row. Here we go. Down through 1 and 2, Ron J. Bird Jr. showing the way. Daryl Dexter on the, they hit Eric Malloy. Tom Newman caught behind Daryl Dexter. Ron J. Bird Jr. out in front. Tom Newman. Bob Gaynor back there. Dan Bird in 1. John Crumrine on the inside of Eric Malloy for second spot. 4 in, 4 to go. Paul Moore gets underneath. Eric Malloy going backwards here at Midvale. Bob Gaynor throws out his hand. He's going into the pits. Black flag come for Ron J. Bird going under his qualifying time. That puts John Crumrine into the lead. Okay, white flag's been displayed. I believe there's 2 laps to go. John Crumrine will bring him in. Paul Miller will flank him on the outside. Dan Bird and Eric Malloy. Daryl Dexter, Doug Summers, Tom Newman out there. They're side by side. The yellow flag out. Okay, 2 laps to go. John Crumrine and Paul Miller will bring him in. Dan Burden and Doug Summers, Daryl Dexter, Tom Newman, and Eric Malloy. Dan Burden on the inside. Caution out again. Try her one more time. Good start that time. Good start. White flag coming out. White flag, 1 to go. John Crumrine shows it down, way down the backstretch. Paul Miller on the outside. Dan Burton's going to slide into second. 39, close call, and 1:54.55. They're going to call 1:54.55. Gentlemen, filling in for Jeff Taylor, the regular driver of Barberton. John Crumrine brings home the second heat here tonight.
Round of applause for the driver of the number 39 car, John Crumrine.
Okay, here's your lineup. Billy Straley in 26, Mike Enos in 70, Paul Miller Jr. in 84, Ken Hartz in 61, Tom Garbrand 64, Bob Eichel 69, Marvin Orshai 25, and Earl Breckenridge in 88. Here we go. No caution. Joan away, Mike Enos in car 70. Ken Hartz in 61 in second. Third is Bob, the Animal Eichel. Fourth, Tom Garbrand. Paul Miller Jr. Marvin Orshai. Eric Breckenridge. 26 goes sliding in turn number 1. Okay, 2 in, 6 to go. Mike Enos, Ken Hartz on the front row, Bob Eichel, Tom Garbrand, Paul Miller Jr., Marvin Orshai, Earl Breckenridge, and Billy. Here we go. Chad Squires in 26, round out your field. Still double file. Mike Enos still showing away. Trying to move up, he's into that third spot. Mike Enos not giving up on the inside. He's coming back, man. Great race, great race. Two guys out in front, side by side. Tom Garbrand just waiting there in third. White flag coming out. Yellow flag is out. Go. Mike Enos is your leader. Tom Garbrand will flank him on the outside. Marvin Orshai and Paul Miller Jr. Tom Garbrand into the lead down the backstretch. White flag out. Tom Garbrand showing the way. Coming out fourth. Tom Garbrand. Mike Enos. Marvin Orshai and Paul Miller Jr. Okay, moving into the first heat of two, I believe, of High Modifieds, Glenn Jewell, Mark Stryker, John White, and Jeff Walker.
And row 3 is the 05 car.
Steve Gillen tonight in 05, and Tim Allensworth your top qualifier. Down to turn 1, out of 2, it's Glenn Jewell in 24. John White, Mark Stryker. Steve Gillen and Tim Allensworth, round out your field. John White. Yellow is out. Here we go. Glenn Jewell still showing the way. John White hard on the outside. Jeff Walker, they touch. Jeff backs out. Mark Stryker in that 4th spot. Philadelphia out in front. Jeff Walker 2nd and 15. John White 3rd. Mark Stryker 4th. Tim Allensworth 5th, and Steve Gillen in that 6th spot. White flag. Glenn Jewell takes it out, turn 2 down the backstretch he goes. Out of 4. Glenn Jewell, Jeff Walker, John White, Tim Allensworth, Mark Stryker, and Steve Gillen. Gentlemen, making his 2nd night out here at Midvale Speedway for the year 2000. Brings home the 1st heat in the high modifieds. It's Glenn and Jewell. Okay, 2nd heat. Jim McCune in 22, Dusty Woody 44. Butch Erickson in 19. John Bertram in 555. John Wilson 33. And Mike Buchanan in 88. Dusty Woody out in front. John Wilson slides her in the infield. He's back out on the track. Still Dusty Woody. Butch Erickson in second. Tom Merchant. White flag. .1944 555. 22 and 33.
Number 88 car of Mike Buchanan.
Mike Buchanan will finish in the 88 car. Gentleman's picking up his second heat win of the year. Gentleman's doing a fine job. In car 19, it's Butch Erickson.
Oil Company, McGill Auto Parts, sponsor number 19.
Okay, moving into the Detroit Irons. Richard Stallnaker in car 59 will bring him in. Lee McCrary in car 30 flanks him on the outside. Nicky Schaefer in 83. Roger Butler in 00. Larry Page in 04. Doug McMillan in 54. Tim Skinner 23. Jimmy Orr 28. Chris White in 51. William Obule in 31. And Kevin McClintock, your top qualifier, in 38. There we go. Roger a little loose coming out of 4. He's able to maintain it. And down the backstretch, Lee McCrary in car 30 takes over the lead. Richard Stallnaker, first time back, he blew during the hot laps. Open night. Oh, Nicky Schaefer and Larry Page. Okay, 1 lap in, 7 laps to go. Good sportsman by Larry Page. He stopped and told him, hey, I took Nicky out, spun her out by accident. Give her spot back, I'll take scratch. Here we go. Richard Stallnaker sliding a little bit in 2. Lee McCrary, Richard Stallnaker, Nicky Schaefer, Tim Skinner, Doug McMillan, William Obule. Three wide down the backstretch. Lee McCrary, Nicky Schaefer. goes to the outside. Nicky Schaefer trying to get second. Chris White and Jimmy Orr into it. Nicky Schaefer can't make a move. He's trying. Tim Skinner on the inside of Doug McMillan for third. Getting all bunched up. White flag has been displayed, Nicky Schaefer. Don't be close. Lee McCrary at the line.
This race says Nicky Schaefer looks to the inside of Lee McCrary. McCrary gave a little one down in his turn 3. Didn't quite have enough to get to the inside and jump out to the lead coming down for the checkered flag.
They both had racing room. Good sportsmanship in racing. And coming out turn number 4. Crossing the line first, Lee McCrary in car number 30.
Let's hear for your winner in the number 30 car, Lee McCrary, picking up the Urias win. Philadelphia.
Okay, white flag's been displayed. I believe Ron Luke in 22. 20 out there, 15 of Will Walker. 56, Calvin Cole, 77, 05, 20, 96, 7. Out in front. Okay, Paul Murray will bring him in. Calvin Cohen, 77. Don Rupert Jr. Big collision. All right, Paul Murray, Calvin Cohen will bring him in. Don Rooster Jr. moving up on the inside. Will Walker in 4th. Gabe Pringle 5th. Caution out again. There we go. blocker blows up.
Up there in turn 1, you can see. On page 6. This racing video also has videos down there. Well, the racing.
3 laps in, 5 to go, I believe. Calvin Cohen, Tammy Randolph brings him in. Gabe Pringle in that third spot. Tammy's got a good run on the outside. Tammy falls back to third. Here comes Gabe Pringle.
Now looking to the outside up.
3 cars battling after that lead. Gabe is trying to catch him on the outside. White flag is out. Gonna be close, coming across the line. I think it's gonna be Calvin Cohen, Gabe Pringle, Tammy Randolph, Paul Murray, and car number 17. Gentleman picked up a heat win last week, either in the heats or the pursuits. Or excuse me, 2 weeks ago. We got rained out last week. In a Mopar product, car number 66, Calvin Cohen. Okay, moving into the pure stock heat race, Larry Smith in car number 3 will bring him in. Todd Miller flanks him on the outside in 111. Shane Billinger in car 7. 12 of John Leisure on the outside of him. In the last row, 95, Mike Powell and Dan Rummus in 43 make up your field. Okay, here we go, here we go. Pure stock heat race. Dan Rummus almost took it out of the pits. Todd Miller out in front in 111. Miller out in front. Shane Billinger in that second spot. John Leisure third. Mike Powell fourth. Dan Rummus, then Larry Smith. Halfway. Smith pulls over and lets Todd go by.
Over to the outside of the number 12 car, John Leisure. Now Leisure gets to the inside of Shane Miller.
Shane Milliger and John Leisure bound out for second. Todd Miller still showing the way with Mike Powell in fourth. One lap to go. Mike Powell now on the inside. Todd Miller, Mike Powell, John Leisure, Shane Billinger, and car number 7 of Larry Smith out there.
Larry Smith. The Grand Prix Racers since having this car ready 2 weeks ago.
And Todd Miller from New Cumberland, Ohio. Last chance race. The top 18 were locked into the 100-lapper. 6 of these guys will get a chance to move up. Top 6 finishers. On the pole, Marvin Orshine, 25. Flanked him on the outside by Bob, the Animal Michael, 69. Paul Miller Jr. in 64. Ken Hartz in 61. Mike Enos in 70. Joining the field now, Tom Garbrand in 64. Earl Breckenridge in 88. Chad Squires in 26. Bob Scott got here to the racetrack late in 44. And Tom Dixon runs up at Barberton. He'll join the field. Top 6 make it, 12 laps.
Ken Hartz row 2. Paul Miller Jr., Mike Enos row 3. Earl Breckenridge.
We're going to have 4 cars not make it unless there's a scratch.
Bob Scott, he got to the track late. The number 11 car, Tom Dixon.
White flag is being displayed. 12 laps to go. The top 6 make it. There we go. I've been corrected. Brad Channel is in Marvin Orshide's ride tonight. Up at Barberton, Marvin drives it. And I guess when he's away from down here in Midvale, Brad Channel steps in behind the wheel.
Once again with Brad Channel.
We go. Bob Michael running the high groove. Bad break for Tom Garbrand. He got it like a sandwich. Third restart. Brad Channel and Bob Michael. Bring them in. Let's keep an eye on those two. Everybody makes their 1 and 2. All right, they're side by side down the backstretch. chain of events. There's only 6 cars out there ready to race when they're going to have a restart. So they're going to award those 6 drivers spots in the feature, and we'll call this a race. And the next race out on the track will be the compacts here at Midvale Speedway. Okay, moving into the first of 3 compact heat races. On the pole, Jason Morgan in number 2, John McNutt in 35, Brian Ridgway in 20, Tammy Rufner in number 7, Grove, then Kurt Collins in 66, Mike Martin in 10 tonight. Their top qualifier was Kelly McNutt in 36. A brand new car for him and John out there. John's caught on the outside in 35 with Brian Ridgway. Tim Nagel out there racing. Tim Nagel trying to get by Mike Martin. John's going sliding.
Number 20 car, got a flip, hitting hard up in turn number 2, the number 10 car.
Mike Martin on his top.
Has a couple cars, the 20 of Ridgeway and also the number 35 car.
He's starting to climb out. He's okay. Mike Martin out of the car. He is no stranger to the Upside Down Club. No stranger. It's back on its own.
Number 20 car, Brian Ridgeway, got a flip, hitting hard up in turn number 2, the number 10 car of Vince Martin, and the red flag is thrown as a couple cars, the 20 of Ridgeway and also the number 35 car, John McNutt had some contact up in turns 1 and 2. The number 10 of Vince Martin,
he's okay, he just brought on the car.
A block for Martin as he went hard up into the wall in 1 and 2. For contact division.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Out of turn 4.
White flag is out. 1 lap to go.
Nagel now to the
Tim Nagel trying to get on the inside. John McNutt. 21, 2, 35, 8, 51, 36, 7, and 20.
Rounding up, top 5. Let's hear it for your race winner driving the 21 car tonight, Josh Grove.
Josh Grove in 21.
Sponsored by.
Okay, here's your field for the second heat of the compacts.
Sitting there in turn 3 of Jim Keller Jr.
Jim Keller Jr. brings to her stop in 28. We got car number 38, Paul Parsons. Sean Schmarsh in 24. And that is Brian Schumann, I believe, in 86 tonight. Lisa Daig in 84. On the outside of him would be 80 of Adam Ridgway. 3 and 9 of Scott Olis. 94, another Grove car, and 73 of Al Street. Makes up your field. Keller in 28, Paul Parsons in 38. We'll bring him in. Brian Schumann, I believe, in 86, and Sean Schmarsh in 24. Sean jumps to the outside. Ridgway trying to move up in car 80. He has some of that last lap surge. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Caution is out. Caution is out. More time. Jim Keller and Paul Parsons will bring him in. Jim Keller still showing the way. Lisa's looking to the inside. Gets it going again, no caution. No, now there is caution.
The race leader, the 28 car of Jim Keller Jr. running.
And we'll try her again.
come down for the green. Number 94 car is Greg Rose. Sitting up in the lead stop. They will go back down to the race through. Battle for the second spot.
Jim Keller hits the hub rail hard.
The yellow flag and those cars would have been out of turn 4. And he's definitely not in the position you would want to be.
Brian Schumann will be declared the race winner. Okay, moving into third heat. 0, 6, 14, 43, 32, 02, 97, 15, 82, and 33. Make up your field.
Anthony taking the lead going into turn 1, the 14 car.
Jim Poole in that third spot. Here comes Otto Palilli in 43. Number 6 out in front. Just bought that car off of Mike Martin this week. Oh, 33. Vic Paul almost went over, hit one of those tires. Jim Poole. Gary Loop in 0. Otto Palilli in the infield, caution out on the track. Okay, it's got to be a thrill for Jason Anthony leading the race. After he just bought that car from Mike Martin earlier in the week, Bruce Gibson in the second spot and flanks him on the outside. We'll bring him in. There we go. Dale Beatty in 97. Vic Paul in 33 getting into it. Cale Swan trying to get into it now in 82. White flag has been displayed. Your battle is going to be for third, fourth, and fifth. 32, 33, 43, 82, 14, 15, 02, 6, and 97.
The race winner is the number 32 car.
Third heat win, or yes, third heat in the compacts from Uricksville, Ohio, Bruce Gibson.
Another nice round of applause for the winner.
Okay, we're getting ready for the 100 lap, a late model feature here tonight at Midvale Speedway. Doug Summers will bring them in. Dave Watson flanks him on the outside. Dave Wagner in 9. Ron Dagan 48, second row. Third row, Don Harvey Jr. and jumping John Ambrose Jr. in 24. Farmer Smith on the inside in car 7. Mike Miller in 07 tonight. A.P. Rennan in 57, and your top qualifier tonight, Bob Sibla in 83. Bob Gaynor makes his racing return to Midvale Speedway in car 11. Paul Miller in 54. Dan Burden in 1. 22 is Ron J. Bird Jr. John Crumrine in 39 in the Jeff Taylor ride tonight. Tom Newman in car 10. Eric Malloy in car 8. Dangerous Daryl Dexter in 55. Brad Channel in car 25 tonight, generally driven by Marvin Orscheid. And I believe that might be Bob Eichel behind him, or on the outside of him, in car 69. And we'll pick up the other cars as they come by. That was Bob Eichel in 69. Tom Dixon in car 11. Tom Garbrandt 64. Chad Squires in 26. And Earl in 88. Earl Breckenridge in 88. There's your field. 100 laps. Okay, the car's all bunched up, ready to go. 100 green flag racing laps here at Midvale Speedway, May 20th of the year 2000. This is a Midvale, Barberton, and Mansfield race series. Next stop will be at Barberton, I believe. Then they'll finish out the series at Mansfield in late August. Dave Watson and Doug Summers bringing them in. Everybody through 1 and 2, all right. In the infield, in 88, he's out already. Doug Summers showing the way. Dave Wagner second. Don Harvey in third. 1 to go, 9 in. Doug Summers, your race leader. Dave Wagner, second. Don Harvey, third. Then Farmer Smith, Dave Watson, Ron Daig, Ambrose, Miller, Wren, Sybil, your top qualifier. Bob Gaynor, Dan Burton, Tom Newman, Ron J. Bird Jr., Brad Channel, Tom Garbrandt. There we go. Doug Summers still out in front. Dave Wagner second. Doug Summers, there's 10 laps in, 9 to go. Dave Wagner in second. Don Harvey third. And Farmer Smith, Dave Watson, Ron Daig, Ambrose, Miller, Sibla, Dan Burton, A.P. Wren, Ron J. Bird Jr., Tom Garbrandt, Brad Channel, Eric Malloy, Darrell Dexter, John Crumrine, and Bob Gaynor, and car 26 out there. Chad Squires in 26 tonight. 9 to go. Doug Summers will bring him in. Been displayed. There we go. Doug Summers, Dave Wagner, Don Harvey. Summers out in front, Wagner second, Don Harvey third, and Farmer Smith, Ron Daig, Paul Miller, Dan Burton, Dave Watson in the pits, in 51, he's out. There's your field. Bob Silva, your top qualifier, back about 10 spots. ran and Ron J. Bird Jr. into it. There's where your race is going on right now for AP Ren, Ron J. Bird, and Tom Garbrandt. Doug Summers, Dave Wagner, Don Harvey, Farmer Smith, Ron Dagan, 5th. Paul Miller, 6th. Dan Burton, 7th. 8th, Tom Newman, 9th. Ambrose, 10th is Bob Sibla. 11th, A.P. Wren, Tom Garbrandt, Ron J. Bird. Brad Channel going a lap down at 25. Caught Bob Sibble for 10th spot. Ron Day going into pits at 48. Doug Summers, your race leader. Dave Wagner, 2nd. Tom Newman in the infield. He's back out racing. Lost some spots, back to about 13th. And Doug Summers, Dave Wagner, Don Harvey, Farmer Smith 4th, Paul Miller 5th. 6th, Ambrose. Then Bob Sidla. Tom Garbrandt and A.P. Wren into it. Tom Newman right on Tom Garbrandt's tail. Nose to tail. Then a spot back to Farmer Smith in 4th, Paul Miller. Ambrose. getting ready to put a lap on John Crumrine. Right in front of Ron Jaybird Jr. now. Oh, we got a caution now. Eric Malloy up there in turn number 4.
Eric Malloy has been getting sideways in the last couple of laps, so up in the corners, and he's covering it. Number 10 is Tom, number 22 is Ron Jaybird. The 39 car is John Crumrine, and I believe the
22 laps to go. Doug Summers is your race leader. Dave Wagner, Don Harvey, Farmer Smith, Paul Miller, Ambrose, Sibla, A.P. Wren, Tom Garbrandt, Tom Newman. I believe that was the last car to the lead lap. I think Ron Jaybird got a lap down before the caution come out. I might be wrong on that.
back out on the speedway. The 8 car of Eric Malloy sliding through the infield, also the 39 of John Crumrine moving.
There we go.
And the number 24 car is Don Harris.
Flags being displayed. It's Doug Summers, Dave Wagner, Don Harvey Jr., Farmer Smith. Top qualifier now, Bob Sibla. Inches his way up there. A.P. Wren, Tom Garbrandt still in it. John Crumrine still up there. Tom Garbrandt starting to miss. Tom Garbrandt going into pit, 64. Doug Summers still showing the way. Dave Wagner second. Don Harvey Jr. third. Farmer Smith fourth. Bob Sibla, top qualifier fifth. A.P. Wren sixth. Seventh, Paul Miller. Doug Summers out in front. Dave Wagner, Don Harvey starting to size up Dave Wagner there for the second spot. Harvey looking in there, closer, closer. closeout.
Number
47 in, almost a halfway. Tom Newman waving to the crowd. Just shy of halfway here. 53 to go. Here we go. Doug Summers out in front. Sibla trying to get up there. Top qualifier now. Flat tire. Just halfway, 50 in, 50 to go. Doug Summers, your race leader. Dave Wagner second, Don Harvey third. Been that way all night so far. Farmer Smith in fourth. Sibla fifth. AP Red sixth. Here we go. No, he backs off. Vaughn almost had him coming out too. Might have him. Farmer Smith now trying to get underneath Dave. Don Harvey into second. Doug Summers still out in front. second, Don Harvey. Third, Farmer Smith. Fourth, Dave Wagner. Fifth, Bob Sibla. Then sixth of A.P. Wren. Then jumping John Ambrose in seventh. Then I believe Paul Miller might be in eighth. Don Harvey is starting to reel in Doug Summers. Don looks like he's sticking coming down at 3 and 4. Drifts up us a little bit. Now he holds her down this time. There goes a good run this time. Can't do it. Doug's able to pull away a little bit down the backstretch. He's right ahead of the leader now. Hits the turn wall too. 28 to go, white flag out. Doug Summers, your leader. Don Harvey slid into second. Now he's in that second spot a few laps ago. Farmer Smith third. Dave Wagner back to that fourth spot. Then Sibla on the outside of him. A.P. Wren, Ambrose, Paul Miller, John Crumrine, and Marvin Orshot out there in competition. Gets by A.P. Wren. Summer still showing the way. Don Harvey right there now. He slides right up in next to him. Hanging on to that spot, Sibling banging on the door back there. Fourth spot, AP Rand and Ambrose into for their first spot. Harvey's moved back in on the Zug now. I was told there's less than 20 laps. He's going to give her all she's got. They're touching it on turn 2. To go. Give it all she's got. Moves back in one more time. It's right there out of 4. 5 to go. Out of the track. 4 to go. Doug Summers, Don Harvey, Farmer Smith, Dave Wagner, Bob Siblett, Ambrose, and Wren. Paul Miller, the lead lap, I believe. to go, I think. White flag coming out. Out of 4, here we go, one more time. 3, 12, 7, 9, 83, 24, 57, 54, then 25 and 39 out there racing. This gentleman's been coming down here for quite a few many years, never having really any good luck here at Midvale Speedway.
Didn't have enough to go into the corner with him. Let it back out a couple times after taking nose to the inside of Summers. Summers picking up the first leg of the Buckeye 300 series.
And Doug Summers comes down here to Midvale tonight and takes home the checker.
In that 100 lapper. Doug Summers. And that number 3 car, he's a regular at Mansfield and Barberton Speedways.
Doug's now restopped at the start-finish line. Climbing out, Doug Summers. Buckeye 300, first leg here at Midvale. Your winner tonight.
Corporation of America and Moni's Beauty Salon. Also helping out.
Okay, we're getting ready to move into the Ohio Modifieds feature. John Bertram in 55. Glenn Jewell in 24. Mark Stryker 27. John White in 17. Jeff Walker 50. Steve Gillen in 05. Jim Allensworth in 11. Butch Erickson 19. Dusty Woody 44. Jim McCune in 22 and Mike Buchanan in 88. There's your field. John Wilson had to be pushed into the pits, had mechanical problems. John's not out there to take the green. Go. Glenn Jewell jumps out in the lead. John Bertram in that second spot. John White third. Jeff Walker fourth. Glenn Jewell out in front. Walker up in turn number 2.
In the running order.
we go. Glenn Jewell, bring him in. Dusty Woody into it there. Jeff Walker gets by. Outside, filling in for his brother Mike tonight. The 05 car. Tim Allensworth goes to the outside. Ten to go. Tim Allensworth jumps to the outside. And Jeff side by side. Glenn Jewell, your race leader. John White second. Tim Allensworth slides into third. Allensworth now challenging for second. Now into second. White flag is out for Glenn Jewell. Out of four. Glenn Jewell, Tim Allensworth, John White, Steve Gillen, Mark Stryker, Jeff Walker, Butch Erickson, Dusty Woody, and Mike Buchanan in 88.
Dusty Woody.
There's your feature winner of the Ohio Modifieds from New Philadelphia, Ohio. It's Glenn Jewell.
Sponsored by Hydraulic Parts Store, also South Philly, Houston, Hershey's Catering, Unity Home. Number 20 is Paul Murray.
like it's been displayed. Green next time by. Here we go. Schaefer. All Roger Butler, Doug McMillan, Tim Skinner, Chris White, Kevin McClintock, Lee McCrary. He's got a tire going down. Roger Butler still your leader at 00. Nicky Schaefer back up to second. Chris White third. A lot of cars going to go lap down right in front of the leader. Chris White on the inside, Nicky Schaefer on the outside. Roger gets through 17. Roger Butler, your race leader. Nicky Schaefer second. Kevin McClintock up to third, it looks like. Then Tim Skinner, William Obule, and then Larry Page, Lee McCrary, Gary Lute, doing a good job just getting into that car 1 week underneath his belt. Jimmy Orr, Paul Murray, Dave Pringle, Tim Postol, 77, 99 of Tammy Randolph, 7 of Don Rufner Jr., and Calvin Cole in N66. Here we go. 10 in, 10 to go. In turn 4. There's the lead. Kevin McClintock second. Tim Skinner up to third. In, 10 to go. Here we go. Nicky Schaefer, Kevin McClintock going to bring them in. Tim Skinner in at third. William Obio and Larry Payne. Prairie. Gary, Paul Murray, all out of shape. Flag is out. Time limit has expired on this Detroit Iron heat race, feature, excuse me. So if another caution comes out, it will be declared a race. Nicky Schaefer, Kevin McClintock.
Once again, as the yellow flag comes back out, the race will
and Tim Skinner will bring him in.
Time limit, green flag back out.
Schaefer still out in front. Kevin McClintock in second. Tim Skinner third. William Obio fourth. Larry Page fifth. 77, 003671. 22 and 26 out there racing. Skinner hanging on the third with William Obio fourth. Larry Page fifth. White flag is out. Nicky Schaefer takes 2, 3, and 4. 83, 38, 23, 31, 04. 0077 28,671. First feature win, I believe, here in Midvale. Nikki Schaefer in car 83, your Detroit Iron feature winner tonight.
Car sponsored by Used Tire Company.
Okay, 12 lap, pure stock. Dan Rummus.
So green flag racing action for the pure stock feature with
Villager.
and Builder on the front row coming down the green flag.
John Leisure. Paul. Mike Powell and Todd Miller. Villager out in front in car 7. Dan Rummus keeps her going.
Nice job by Dan Rummus not causing another caution flag.
Leisure trying to get by Villager up there. Todd Miller trying to join the group now. Shane Millinger out in front in car number 7.
Here's stock car and try to hug that inside groove even while they're going down the straightaway. 6 laps in and 2 laps to go.
6 in, 6 to go.
Todd Miller has run down close to the outside. Get that run into slingshot looking outside.
Todd starting to get closer to Mike Powell.
Race leader is still Shane Builder.
Shane hanging on. John right there in second. White flag coming out. Into turn 3, one more time. 7, 12, 95, and 11.
Builder, second place is John. Senior race winner, the automotive performance, Thompson Water, Music and Sun Heating and Cooling sponsor number 7 out of Dover, Ohio. A nice round of applause for Shane Billiter.
Shane Billiter, your winner.
Billiter had 2 fourth-place finishes this season in the pure stock class. I'm not sure what the decision was made over in the pit area, so.
Okay, the compacts 2 features were canceled for this evening, and I guess they'll do something about it the following week. This does conclude the racing action at Midvale Speedway for May 20th, the year 2000.